Rise and shine, it's a brand new day. Ken and Ken take the stage, ready to play. Weekdays at 10, the cars and the scene. Coffee in hand, they're living the dream. Question in the voice, got the whole town awake. Bringing fire to the mic, make no mistake. Shows in the corner, spitting out facts. Dropping truth bombs, ain't holding back. Ken and Ken in the morning, feel the heat. From 10 a.m. CST, can take a seat. Live that loud, that break in the mind. Light up your speakers, crank up the sound. They're talking about life upside down. Opinions exploding like a sonic blast. In the studio, they're built to last. With passion and grit, they engage and ignite. Every single week, their foes can't fight. From sports to politics,
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Ken and Ken in the morning. There's Fred, on time and early this morning as always. And of course, we got a full panel today. I think we got one more coming, but we got Adam from Driving to the Top Productions. Good morning, brother.
Hey, what's up, guys? How we doing? It's weird being off work, but anyway.
Yeah, you know, taking me. Speaking of being off work, hey, BA, how you doing this morning?
What's going on?
He's like, dude, I'm mid-drink. Give me a sec.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, of course, driving from dropping the
good.
kids off. Joe driving from dropping the kids off at school this morning. How you doing this morning, brother?
What's going on? Hey, there was a weird echo on the intro.
Yeah.
It sounded like it was playing twice. Like it was.
Well, you know,
I don't know.
that's StreamYard
StreamYard for you.
Yeah. I mean, that's like right now the TV app isn't working. I'm seeing the little error message, and it's like, really?
Fucking StreamYard.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like the Jets foot season, you know, like it just never works right. So, did anyone actually watch the game last night? Let me start off with that.
I watched half of it.
What'd you think?
I was more impressed by the unis than I was the game, actually.
The Nor'easter. The Nor'easter
Yeah,
uni.
Nor'easter.
I like the name
Those
of
are
it.
pretty tight. When you see the whole uniform, it's real nice. And remember, I think we had this conversation before when you had to pull them out, and I had to look at the helmet and the whole thing on. It fits well, and the end zones were really nice too. How they painted the end zones. So
I just like the name of the jersey, the Nor'easter.
mm-hmm.
Just sounds good. Of course,
that's only because you don't have to deal with them.
no,
If you had to deal with a nor'easter or two, then you wouldn't like it.
I get hurricanes.
that's right.
So hey, I get hurricanes. So whatever. We haven't had one in a while. Knocking on some wood there. Oh, sorry there, Maui. My cat just his little head popped up like, what's that noise? You know, Maui likes to watch football too. In fact, he watches so good, he sits on the cases in front of my TV, so I see his little head in front of the TV, so he blocks part of my screen for me. It's like, but he watches it and then he tries to get the ball. It's hilarious. Cats and football. Yeah, I tell you. So I missed the game yesterday. I tracked it. We were out last night and we went to a Brazilian steakhouse for Vets Day / birthday dinner. So I kind of missed the game yesterday, but I was tracking the score some.
You didn't miss much.
Yeah, that's what I knew. Like, out of all the games I missed, this was one I wasn't going to miss much. So, Drake May, though, 73%.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, he's putting together one hell of a season so far.
Yeah.
So I know
Anderson, another guy.
So like I know we talked about it on Tuesday night, and we talked about it a little bit here Wednesday morning. Does he have a legitimate shot, do you think, or is he a good dark horse into the MVP talk?
I would say he's a good dark horse, and the more time that goes on, the more I think it's legitimizing his MVP.
I don't think he's a dark horse. I think he's an out front MVP candidate. When you look at the Patriots last year and then you look at him this year, it's impossible to say that he's not a huge part of their success this year. So I think he's He's a real candidate.
What do you think, Adam?
It's a dark horse. I'm going dark.
Going dark. And BA got the dark hat on today, so I think he'll stay dark horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have matched you. I
He's
don't know
super
where-
dark. He's in midnight land to me because you got Stafford out there, you got Jonathan Taylor. Really, I think the turnaround with the New England Patriots does have nothing to do with the Drake. I mean, Drake May's part of it. Yeah, he's the player, but Vrabel, the dude has turned that program around. I mean, as much as it can be turned around since they've won 6 Super Bowls this year. I mean,
So, good morning, Cam. So, you know what, though, speaking of that, Vrabel, I mean, there's 2 coaches right now who are doing good things in their rookie campaign, right? Vrabel and Johnson. Vrabel right now, you'd have to think is be coach of the year. Now, let's see how the season ends out. But I think Ben and Vrabel both are in the running for that.
I go to Vrabel over Ben, though.
What now?
They probably go to Vrabel over Ben.
Right now, yeah, because one's 8-2, one's 6-3 or 5-3, whatever. Bye week always throws me off. We played 10 games, so we've done 9. So we're 5. Yeah,
You're 6
we're
and 3.
3. We're
You're
6 and 3. There
3.
we go. Got to catch myself up. So I mean, one's 6 and 3, one's 8-2. I mean, it's a 1 game win difference with them playing 1 more game than us right now. But I mean.
Can we pull up Drake May's numbers for this season? And then can we compare them with Matthew Stafford and these other so-called MVP candidates? I'm just curious to see where he matches up with Josh Allen.
Wait,
and those
he
guys.
called him
Josh Allen.
so-called.
Josh Allen's not an MVP candidate. Neither is Lamar.
Wait, he called them so-called candidates. Matthew Stafford's a so-called
He can say
candidate.
so-called all he wants. He's a Matthew Stafford's putting up numbers. There's nothing. That's facts. That's not so-called. That's
But
facts.
Drake May's putting up numbers too.
Doesn't
So,
Stafford have 26 touchdowns or something?
Yeah, Stafford's
I'm
got.
looking
he leads the
at
league
it
in
right
touchdowns. So, yeah.
Drake May has 2,836 yards, 20 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and a 113.2. Matt Stafford has 2,427 yards, 25 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and a 114.8. Those stats sound very similar to me.
So according to I'm not going to give the website. So they did a top 15 quarterbacks, right?
Wait, hold on, real quick.
Yeah.
Ken in the middle. Was that stats based off of last night's game for Drake May or not?
Yeah. Yes, it was. They update him all the time.
So Matthew Stafford.
I don't know where he's getting his stats on, but I
Just-
they update
Just
him.
basic, just basic Google. Yeah,
So-
that's with the Jets.
So complex.com, don't know who they are. They have a top 15 rating. They have Mahomes at 1. At number 1 right now as far as quarterbacks, because he's Mahomes.
So
I mean,
bullshit.
yeah, he's got 20. Well, he's
Mahomes.
got 2,349 yards, 17 touchdowns, 5
Who
interceptions,
cares?
98.2 rating. Then Stafford with his 2,427 yards, 25 TD, 2 interception, and a 114, which I think is better than Mahomes. Then behind him, they have Lamar. Granted, he's got injury time, so he only got 1,249 yards, 15 touchdowns, 1 interception, and a 127.1 rating. Josh Allen, 21, 39, 15, and 5 with a 105.7. Drake May comes in 5th on their list with 25, 55, 19, and 5, a 113.9. Then Baker, 21, 92, 16 and 2, not bad, 99.2 rating. Hurts is on there with his 1,800 yards, 16 touchdowns, 1 interception, and a 112. Goff, Lions fans, there you go. 22, 35, 20 touchdown, 3 interception, a 117. Darnold, 22, 62, 17 and 6, 116.5. Herbert's on the list at number 10, 26, 19 and 8, 96.7. Just I'll go past Dak, and Jordan Love's at 12, by the way. Daniel Jones at 13. CJ Stroud, believe it or not, is a 14 right now with 1702, 11 and 5, 93.4. Caleb comes in right now at 15 with 21, 36, 13 and 4 with a 92.2. But the key there for me is that the only reason I mention him is that 21, 36. He's on track to be the first 4,000-yard quarterback in Chicago Bears history. So that's some of the breakdowns. I don't know if I'd agree with the order of their list. It's not bad, except I don't think Patrick Mahomes is like the number one guy right now, but that's okay. Because obviously the numbers don't
I don't
support
think he
it.
is either.
No, I think the numbers don't support it. So I mean, it's an interesting list. To Drake May is greater than Spider-Man, Batman, and Superman. There's a good one, broski. But I mean, look, he's going to be in the conversation, and his head coach is going to be in the conversation for Coach of the Year. You know, and like I was saying, you know, Caleb's a dark horse too because of the late game heroics the last couple weeks. The numbers are good for him, and Ben's winning games, so both of them are dark horses. Well, Ben's probably less of a dark horse because of the turnaround in Chicago record-wise so far. But
don't do that to Caleb. Hey, Caleb, they won off of default for both of those last games. Come on. Cincinnati, if it wasn't for the fact they couldn't tackle a fucking tree, you know, Chicago shouldn't have won that game. And in the Giants, come on, the Giants self-destructed. They put Russell Wilson out there instead of putting 50-50 or 30-30
but Caleb
out there.
still had to make the throws and make the plays in
that game. So
Caleb, man,
I'm not giving it. I'm not giving.
You're just
he had
you
more
just don't
of a
want to give
chance
the man
do
any
that
credit.
with both
I
those
get
teams.
it.
It isn't like, you know.
I mean, but
about giving him credit, just not overhyping him either.
I'm not. Well, that's what I'm
Come
saying.
on,
He's a
man.
dark horse. He's a dark horse because of the late game heroics. And look, I said this the other day. You know, it's two parts to this, right? One is, well, three parts: numbers, record, and then the thing, the X factor, if you will. And Caleb right now has that X factor thing going for him. I mean, his numbers aren't bad; they're pretty decent. His rating could be better, you know, for that conversation. But the late game heroics, he's had 3 or 4 games where it's been late game heroics by Caleb, putting the team in position. That gets votes from the voters, right? I mean, we've all seen it. It doesn't always have to be the guy with the best record, the best rating. So that's why right now I would tentatively put him as a dark horse. And it's a dark horse. I'm not saying he's a favorite. I'm not saying anything, but he's starting to turn some heads. You're seeing it in the way the national media is covering him a little bit differently now, and what some people are saying about him a little bit differently now. So, yeah, I think he's starting to earn a little bit of that, and that's why he's somewhat of a dark horse. I don't think he'd win it. I don't think, right, as of today, no. But I think he's starting to become a dark horse in that conversation. I don't think he's close to it, though. I mean, honestly, I don't think he's got a shot. But a dark horse normally doesn't. That's why they're dark horses. So interesting.
But that's why I don't. That's why I don't put Drake May in that. Yeah, that's why I don't put Drake May in the dark horse category, because I think he really does have a shot. Like you just read the numbers, he's right behind Stafford on that list. And honestly, I mean, Stafford has more touchdowns, but Drake May's got a better record. Like they look at winning teams. Like, you know, why do you think
the Rams got a good record too?
Yeah, they got a good record.
Played as many games. They just haven't played as many games with the Patriots yet.
Well, if it comes down to Stafford and the Pats, they'll look at, okay, who do you guys play? I think I think the Rams have had the harder schedule or have the harder schedule overall. So that may factor. You know, and then they'll look at like, okay, did you win all your games by 30? You know, did you play the Jets every week, or did you play Arizona every week, or did you like have to pull some shit out of your ass and drive your team to victory? You know, the X factor stuff. So I mean, they're both in that conversation. And I kind of agree with Joe that he's a legitimate candidate.
Mm-hmm.
Now, whether he wins it or not.
I kind of changed my mind about that too, because I also look at the completion rating too. Yeah. Goff is the best at completion, 74%. Guess who's second?
Drake May.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there's something to be said for those. I mean, like, he had a good game last night from all I could tell on the stat lines and the highlights, and they looked good in the Nor'easters. Those are nice jerseys.
We were just talking about yesterday that there was going to be like 20-mile-an-hour gusts and like that the passing game might not be as big of a factor because of the winds, that it was going to be a running type of game. And then Drake May goes and throws for almost 300 yards in the wind. So like, I mean, give the guy some credit. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a Pats fan, dude. I'm far from it. Like, their whole dynasty was built on our backs. So I hate the Pats, but credit where it's due. Like, you look at their record last year and then what they're doing this year, you can credit Vrabel a lot for it. But if he had Mac Jones this year, I'm not so sure the Patriots are where they are.
That's something that's a good comment there by Brian too. That's something that I think gets looked at a little bit. If people really want to drive down, how many are pure air yards versus yak yards? I think though that's like when you get into those ultimate tiebreakers where you got two guys that you really can't make up the mind. Okay, that's the same, that's the same, that's the same, that's the same, that's the same. All right, let's look at yak versus pure yards.
But I just want to take a second to ask Broski, hey man, I like Drake May and all too, but the amount of praise you've been giving him today, are you like trying to rent this guy a house or what the fuck's going on here, man?
It's a Broski affair.
I feel like I'm listening to Chris Collinsworth on Sunday Night Football.
Okay, it wasn't quite that bad.
Blaze job.
Right.
Blaze job, dude. No, but me and Broski, like when Drake May came out of college, we were both like really touting him. We thought that he had a chance to be a really good pro. So seeing that proven right is, feels
year
good.
Year two for Drake May is looking really good. Year two for Caleb's looking good. Year two for Nix, I would say it's kind of a mixed bag, right? Especially after the hype train last year. Year two for Penix, kind of mixed bag. Who else?
Daniels.
Jaden Daniels this year.
Durability
issues.
I was gonna say year two for him's just been spent in the hospital bed.
Yeah.
JJ
McCarthy.
I mean, this is why JJ
again, another guy that spent year two in the hospital bed.
Now look at this is only year two, so I'll reserve my final judgment whether these were good picks probably till the end of next season. But you got a couple guys who are trending up, a couple guys who trended down, and a couple guys that can't stay out of the hospital bed. So it'll be interesting to see what these guys do the remainder of this year if they do get back off injured reserves or whatnot, being injured, and then how they finish out and then what they do next year. Because it's kind of like Jordan Love, right? I mean, I don't want to drag Jordan Love, but he's a third-year starter. So this is the year we kind of make our judgment on Jordan Love when the season's over, right? Was he worth the contract? Is he the guy of the future kind of stuff? You do that usually after year three. Sometimes you can tell after year one or two, sometimes. Very rarely. But I mean, year three will be the benchmark for all these guys. Because right now, Caleb and Drake May are new coaches, new offenses, enjoying better success than in year one. Next year, though, teams will have a beat on these new offenses. They'll have a beat on some of the things that they did differently this year. So, okay, do they continue to grow or have they flatlined? Do you become Josh Allen? Or do you become, Cade McNown? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's going to be their byline. Oh, wait a minute. Broski looking at Caleb's stats. Well, yeah, adding muscle is always good for these quarterbacks, especially if they want to be durable. You can't be a shooting guard and stay healthy in this league. Let's see what's Mitch saying. Yeah, Anthony. Yeah, I mean he could be Anthony Richardson 2.0. Anthony Richardson was always I hate when we bring up Anthony Richardson because he was such a reach in the draft, wasn't he, guys?
I think so.
Yep.
I think comparing Penix to him is not really fair.
Yeah, I'm with Joe on this one. I think Penix is already shown to be better than Anthony Richardson.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, we go out there in the field, we'll be shown better than Anthony Richardson. Another good point for Drake May in the MVP running too. He is the second most quarterback sacked.
Really? No, I
I
didn't
didn't-
realize that.
I
He's
didn't
been
realize that.
sacked 36 times.
And he's still putting up those kind of numbers. That's
Yes.
kind of nuts.
Yeah, ain't it though?
See what I'm saying? Come on over, dude. Come on over. 'Cause I'm telling you, the more numbers you bring out, the more it's making the case for Drake May to be the MVP, dude.
Mhm.
I told you, Joe. I already switched over there. I said, I'm gonna take and come into the light.
At this point in the season, he's in that category of front runners. I mean, I agree with it. It's just, and I think it's going to be a quarterback. I hate that we have to exclude some running backs for having great years and put like Jahmyr Gibbs is going to put a great cap on the early part of his career this year. He'll be the youngest under the age of 24. He'll have the most touchdowns in NFL history because he doesn't have his birthday till after the season. He's like 4 away from the number 1 spot right now. I mean, that's a career thing, but he's still putting together a great season in Detroit. You got Richardson's putting, you got other
And
Taylor,
real quick on that
Jonathan
point.
Taylor. CMC's had some big games, but I mean, the problem is they're not going to, even there are a couple of receivers having big years. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's quarterback driven, unless you break some massive like the Dickerson record or some massive receiving record for yards and catches. You're just not going to win it. It's going to be a quarterback every time.
Could you imagine if Gibbs didn't cancel or have to share carries with Montgomery? You would have shattered that record.
You know what though? I think that Gibbs needs Montgomery, and Montgomery needs Gibbs.
I get it,
Because
but I mean, they both had how many touchdowns last year, BA?
Last year?
Yeah,
Yeah,
between
Both
the two of
had,
them, 46 or something.
give me the line. Yeah, they were up there. They were the tandem with the most touchdowns. And the Lions running game in general had the most touchdowns in the league and shared between both him and Montgomery. I don't know exactly what the numbers were offhand. But yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
well, and then the other piece here, Jones and Indy. Yeah, I mean,
Daniel Jones, I just looked it up. Has got nice numbers, but they're not like Drake May and Matthew Stafford.
He's gotten
But
worse.
Jonathan Taylor is an MVP of the Colts. It's not.
Yeah, I get why Jim
Daniel
is saying it though, because look at they're winning and the record, and he's
Now-
the quarterback, so I get it.
Now, if you gave me Daniel Jones for comeback player of the year, absolutely, 100% give me that. Now, since
I don't think he,
oh, 1 second, Ken, and then I'll let you go to it. Since we have the award show that they like to hand out all these awards for the NFL right before the Super Bowl and all that, do you think that this would be kind of the time to make a new award just for quarterbacks to see if maybe if we do that, MVP will be just more of who was the most important player to their team's success?
I mean, well, before I answer that, I don't think Jones can qualify for the comeback player because he didn't miss the year injured last year. He just got cut and then signed on a practice squad with Minnesota. I think that injury, I think the requirement is it having to come back from injury?
Let me look it up and see.
As far as like having like a secondary, like a quarterback of the year, and then like the MVP be they kind of do that. I think like if you don't win the MVP and you're a running back, your goal is offensive player of the year, and they tend to win that.
No, you do not have to be injured to wear comeback player of the year.
Okay. There's a good case. Well, and
No, you
look
do. You actually do.
Yeah, it's part of the rules. The emphasis is on overcoming adversity.
Yeah, well, you could say he overcame adversity, being cut and then signed to a practice squad, and then not playing the rest of the year. So I mean, Hutch, I don't think has the numbers yet, Mitch, for that. Sorry. Just honestly, I mean, and you could almost make the argument for Mac Jones.
I was just gonna say I would put Mac Jones as the most improved player.
Joe, I would agree with that, but Shanahan came out and said that Purdy is going to be starting this game, so I think that kind of puts I think that kind of tampers it down a bit on Mac Jones.
Not to me. I mean, you gotta deal with the reps you're given. And Purdy is the $250 million quarterback, so of course they're going to put him back on the field. But I think Mac Jones acquitted himself rather well in the time that he was given to be the starter on the Niners. He played better than he's ever played in his career. Like,
Yeah.
and now I want to be clear. Like, I think a lot of that has to do with Shanahan's offense. It's suited to make quarterbacks look good, and I think he's done a fantastic job of it. But I don't see why he couldn't get it.
I love Mitch. According to Mitch, a Detroit Lion will win every award. And if you say otherwise, you're a bad person sometimes, I swear. I don't care if he leads the league in pressures, but yeah, because I don't care about that. He's not doing what some of these quarterbacks are doing.
A defensive player's not going to win MVP anyway.
Well, no, we're
come
not
back
going
in
MVP.
a year. Well,
Yeah,
come back. I mean,
Did I hear you guys?
It depends on what his. I mean, like we still have half of a season left.
Right, but I mean, at this point,
So-
is he in the conversation? Well, yeah, but is he the guy right now leading the pack? Probably not. And it's really harder for a defensive player. Now, look, if he racks up a crap load of sacks, that might change it. I mean, getting pressure, cool, awesome, but is it leading to turnovers and sacks? If not, then great, you got pressure. That's like saying, hey, I led the league in almost winning. Great.
Did I hear you guys mention that you don't think Daniel Jones is the MVP of the Colts?
Yeah,
I think Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor is.
I think you guys are crazy.
Hello, broski in the
And
morning.
call me crazy there, bro.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor's been putting up numbers. And
Daniel Jones is hands down MVP of the Colts. I would actually say Tyler Warren is number 2, and then Taylor's number 3 on the Colts.
Hell no.
I can't subscribe to that one, bro.
Yeah,
How long's Jonathan Taylor? Wait, time out. How long's Jonathan Taylor been on the Colts?
For a
Like
while.
7 years? 6
Who
years?
cares? What does that have to do with what he's doing this year?
How long has Daniel Jones and Tyler Warren been there? 1 year. The Colts are good now because of them.
That's got no. They're good because of the coaching. They're good because of the ownership.
Well, wait, no, BA.
They're
No,
They're good because they finally dropped the quarterback in there.
BA, no, he's right. Because look at Walter Payton was not the MVP of the Bears because he had been there. It was Matt Suey, Richard Dent, and the guys who all came after him. Jordan is not the GOAT. It's actually Pippen and Horace Grant. Because Jordan was there first. And he was there
because
longer.
Daniel Jones is playing the most important position on the team.
When Paxton showed up,
You're going crazy on me.
they didn't win a championship.
Daniel Jones' numbers is putting him in MVP talk. He's the main reason why the Colts are doing good this year.
Hey, look at the Bulls.
So if they were rolling out Anthony
Richardson
Richardson with Taylor, you think the Colts would be as good? No, they wouldn't.
but Broski, your argument, here's a flaw in your argument, and I'll make it better for you. The Bulls didn't win an NBA championship till John Paxson came in and started nailing down threes to win games.
No, that's retarded, Ken. You're talking about basketball. Like, what are we doing here?
Same thing. Your argument's like, well, he was there for all these years and they didn't do anything. Who's putting up the numbers this year?
Look at the last few seasons for the Colts. How have the Colts been? Terrible. Has Jonathan Taylor been on the team? Yes.
Who cares? That's a bad argument.
Hold on, because Daniel Jones is playing competent football for the Colts. That's why Jonathan Taylor is able to have this crazy shit.
Yes.
Because now they can't just sell out 100% to stop the run. Because when you had Anthony Richardson out there, it was, well, this guy ain't going to throw shit on us. We might as well load everybody up to stop Taylor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you only think he's playing competent football? He's not playing like good football?
Okay. I over exaggerated with that. He is playing good football, but I don't think MVP football.
But look at
he's playing Trent Dilfer football.
So guys, Daniel Jones has completed 70% of his passes in 2,600 yards.
Broski, hold on. The logic bomb here is that because Taylor's been there for years, he's not the MVP. Because he was
not
there.
the only reason. That's
the new
a
guys
supporting
show
reason.
up. So but now some new guys show up and some changes have been made to the roster. Therefore, he can't be the MVP. It has to be the two new guys have to go before him. No, it doesn't, because he's driving that train. He's the reason they win in Europe. That game, he took it over. I mean, you know what? The other players compliment. That's why you said, "Oh, but the Ken, you're going crazy with the Paxton thing." No, I'm not, because Jordan by himself couldn't win it. But then you add Paxton, you add Pippen, you add Grant. All of a sudden, the Bulls run off 3 championships. Why? Because he put other people around him. So that's why, it's funny though. It's basketball, but the logic is the same. Well, here was a player.
It's absolutely not even in the same vicinity. It's apples to oranges.
It is, but it is, because Jonathan Taylor is the GOAT in that team. That has been their best player for years, and now they've added more talent around him, and now he's actually able to do more because of what Ken said. Now you have to pay attention to other guys. You can't just focus all your attention on him.
But see, can I jump in here for a second?
Yeah,
let's go back in time about 3 or 4 weeks. Like when the Colts were like 5-0, everybody on this panel was talking about Daniel Jones might be an MVP candidate. Like he's playing the best football of his career, and then he had these last.
I said that. I said
and guess what? The Colts aren't beating the Falcons unless Tyler Warren's making those clutch catches. But Tyler Warren, I'm going to say this right now, is already, and I know, Joe, you're going to not like this. Tyler Warren is already the best tight end in football.
Whoa.
I don't care what anyone says.
Hey,
he's already the best tight end in football.
He's not better than Bowers.
Joe, it sounds like a Chicago's fan is talking shit about Brock Bowers. Do you got a line for him?
Oh, no, I'm not going to do it.
God damn it, Joe. Oh, sure. Fuck me and my team, but any other team, that's fine. We're not going to let them lose their players.
It's just that when it happens twice, like it has a chance to happen 3 times, and I don't want to take that chance, dude. God
damn it!
Once is a crazy thing that happens. Twice is like, okay, there might actually be something to this.
Sure. It's fine when the first time it's the Packers and the second time it's the Packers, but anybody else, nah, we're not gonna get that.
Yeah, but going back to my point though, five games into the season, right? Everybody was talking about how Daniel Jones was playing incredible football. Then he has he slows down a little bit, I'll say, right? But he's still putting up good numbers. He's not terrible. But Taylor has really come on and really, performed well. Like, I don't think that detracts from Daniel Jones still playing good football. Like, I think it's just now, like you were saying before, they could stack the box because they didn't have to worry about Anthony Richardson. Well, now they can't stack the box, they have to worry about Taylor, but they also have to worry about Daniel Jones and Tyler Warren. I think it's just that the Colts are an overall better team. They're more balanced offensively. And
Joe, with that argument, it makes me put him back into the talk for MVP of Daniel Jones there. Because we were all talking about it leading up. Now, granted, he's had a couple of games where he hasn't lived up to that hype recently, but we still got a whole lot of the season left. And if he turns it back on like he did at the beginning, I wouldn't be against it. I'm just saying, as of right now, my feeling is that Jonathan Taylor is more important. Now, granted, that can change in a couple of weeks too.
Because that's like Seattle with JSN. People are like, well, why isn't JSN in there? Because Darnold's in there. The quarterback will always trump the skill player in the MVP talk, right? That's just the way it is. Whether right or wrong, that's the way it is. But JSN, without him, we're the Seahawks. Does Darnold have the year he's having? Darnold's having a good year, but without JSN, and he's got a couple other guys he throws to. But come on, let's be real. JSN's the guy, right? So you can make the same argument. I think all these quarterbacks like Darnold, Indiana Jones, they deserve to be in this hunt right now. But you can't discount JSN and Taylor either. And Warren's not even anywhere. Warren's nowhere near that conversation. He might be in the offensive rookie of the year conversation, but he's nowhere near the MVP conversation.
No,
he's a tight end, but
he's not even an afterthought in that conversation.
I'm going to tell you one game that makes Daniel Jones not really be in the MVP. That Pittsburgh game. Jonathan Taylor was stopped in that game. You stop the run, and this is true for just about every every 32 NFL team, you stop the run and you depend on that pass, and your quarterback is not good or is half-ass or average, you ain't going to win that game. And Daniel Jones did not show that he could win that game with Jonathan Taylor having a bad game.
Sure. And let me just be clear. I don't think Daniel Jones is a league MVP like in the top 5. Probably he's not. But I think he's the MVP for the Colts right now. That was my whole point. I mean, he's not Drake May, guys. He's not. He's not leading the charge for MVP. You know what I mean? He's not Drake May.
Well, speaking of half-assery and everything else, we have about 20 minutes, so let's half-assery get through our weekend predictions because we're going to run out of time. So let me kick us off. The early 8:30 in the morning game from the home of Real Madrid, the Commanders and the overly aggressive aquatic sea animals, the Miami Dolphins. Both are 3. Yeah, thank you, JB. Both are 3-7. The line is 2.5 to the Dolphins. Ken, we'll just go around the horn. Ken, who do you got?
I'm gonna say the Dolphins repeat their King of the Hill episode this week too.
Darren?
Who?
We're going to just go around the horn.
Oh, I'm going Dolphins.
Got the Fins. We'll go BA.
Angry Fish.
Joe.
Week 2 of the rape cave.
I'm so glad that stuck.
Broski.
I think the Dolphins bottlenose the heck out of those Redskins.
There you go.
I'm gonna go with the overly aggressive, mean aquatic sea animals that like to live in a rape cave.
There you go.
Did I use all of them?
Yep.
All right, this one.
Except for the bottlenose.
We had a whole discussion about that yesterday.
I was going to say the bottlenose goes along with the rape cave.
Yeah. All right. The next game. Now we get into the new game.
The other.
We're going to skip. We'll skip this one. Come back so we have someone from the panel on it. All right, here we go. Broski, we'll start with you this time and go in reverse order. The Bucks at the Bills. Bucks coming off their bye.
Bucks on the Bills. Give me the Bucks in this one.
Joe?
Yeah, I think the Bills are in trouble, and the Bucks are not who they want to see right now on this little slide they're on. So I'm going with the Bucks.
BA?
I got the wishy-washy Bills.
Ooh. Now we hear from the AFC North man himself.
I'm going Bucks.
Going Bucks. Ken?
Give me Buffalo because their backs are against the wall. You can't have a 3-game slide.
Hey, I'm going with the bread influencer Baker because he's a baked bread influencer according to that commercial. So I'll go with the Bucks off the bye. Yeah. The Bill line, by the way, is Bills 5.5, so that would be an upset. Okay, next one, Ken. We'll start with you. The Chargers at Duval. They're coming to Duval County, y'all. Be careful. They're going to the Jags.
Well, I really hate to pick against my co-host team that he coaches here, but I gotta say that the Chargers impressed me last week with having both their tackles out yet again and still found a way to win. Give me the Chargers.
D?
Chargers.
BA?
Electricity. Ooh, electricity. That's what I'm going with. You don't remember that one, do you? On PBS.
The Jags have lost steam over the last few weeks. I'm going with the Chargers.
Broski?
Chargers.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Chargers. Line's 3 for the Chargers in Jacksonville. We'll skip that one. Okay, the 5-5 Panthers. Who would have thunk it? Against the 3-6 Falcons, Broski. Who do you got? Your hometown or Atlanta?
Yeah, we're going. The Falcons get some sweet revenge this week at home against Bryce Arm and his paper mache arm. Falcons.
Who's starting at quarterback for the Falcons? Is it Cousins?
Penis.
Penix.
I mean Penix.
It's Penix.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, the Falcons they got smoked the last time. I can't see that happening twice. I'm going with the Falcons.
BA.
One more week that Raheem Morris saves his job. The Falcons.
You mean he's going to remember to give the ball to number 7?
Hopefully.
I'm going Falcons.
Ken?
Yeah, give me this as one more notch for why Raheem Morris won't keep his job. I'm going Carolina.
Yeah, Carolina, they've overachieved. They've achieved. They're looking 5-5. They're a lot better than I think a lot of people thought they're going to be. But I'm going to go with the Falcons. But I'll say this: if the Falcons lose, they'll be looking for a new head coach come Monday morning.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I
Texans,
think you're right about that.
Texans, Titans, Ken.
I don't really like this game, but I trust the Texans way more than I do the Titans right now.
Yeah, 4-5 gets 1-8. The line, by the way, is Texans by 6. D, what do you got?
No.
Who? Me? Who?
No, D, no, not B.
Oh,
D.
Darren.
Darren,
Are you
yeah.
talking me? We're going.
Texans, Titans.
I think David Mills gets the win again.
BA.
Yeah, Tennessee is the equivalent to the Cincinnati Bengals defense. Their offense is like last in every category. I don't see this happening too well for to turn out too well for the Titans. So I'm going Texans.
Yeah, Cam Ward's going to have a rough day against that defense. I'm going Texans, obviously.
No Stroud, no problem. Give me the Texans.
I'll go Texans as well. This one might be interesting. Divisional matchup, a hard out. The Niners and the Cardinals, broski.
Niners and the Cardinals, yeah. Gosh, that's actually. I think it's going to be a slugfest. This game is in where is this
Arizona.
game being played?
Arizona.
In Arizona. Damn. You know what? I'm going to stick with the Niners. I'm going to think they get it done, but I think it's going to be a close game.
All right, Joe.
Yeah, Purdy's supposed to be back this week, right?
Yep.
So I think he's going to be rusty, man. So I think it's going to be a close game, but I still think the Niners pull it out.
Okay, BA.
Yeah, Niners got. I can't. I don't have any faith in the Cardinals no more. None.
Darren.
Fuck Darren. I'm going Niners. Are we going to call me Darren from now on? Is that going to be my new thing?
That's what we're going to do. Ken?
I've been picking the 49ers in this game pretty much all week on all the pick'ems, but that was when we had the return of the Mac. Now that I know Purdy's going to be starting, screw it. Give me Arizona for the upset.
Whoa.
The line is 3 for the Niners, but I think CMC has a game. I'm going to go Niners. Game of the week maybe right here. This is going to be good game. Seahawks-Rams.
Awesome game.
Where are they playing?
LA.
LA.
In LA. Well, you might as well say Seattle because LA don't have any crowd around.
All right. You know what?
That.
Give me Stafford to further his MVP campaign and let the Rams snake it out.
Rams.
Yeah, let me go Matt Stafford and the Rams.
This is a tough one for me because Seattle's been kind of dog shit at home, but like he just said, LA has no fan base. So that means that Seattle will technically be the home team. So do they play like shit because it's a home game?
That's a good.
But they've been really good on the road, right? Like Seattle's been really good on the road. So it's like that's the dilemma I find myself in. But I don't know. I think Seattle's been really good on the road. I'm going to pick Seattle for this one.
Broski? That's good.
I'm going Rams.
So here's the thing: the Seahawks, I think, have won their last 10 on the road. Just insane win streak, but I'm gonna go with the Rams to end the win streak. Devontae Adams has a big day. I think Devontae has a big day this week. I'm gonna go with the Rams. All right, Chiefs at the hose. I mean the Broncos.
Yeah, I think the Broncos' luck's going to start to run out, and I think the Chiefs are going to start getting it together and turning it up. I'm going Chiefs.
I think you're going to see a shitload of ref ball, and the Chiefs are going to win this one.
Not a bad
I'm
take.
just being honest, dude.
City, it's in Denver, but whatever.
It doesn't matter. The refs travel.
Mahomes is going to be seeing the bottom of that mile high floor quite a bit. Denver leads the league in sacks by quite a bit themselves. I got Denver.
Chiefs.
Ken.
To steal a line from my buddy A-Dub, more picks for Bo Nix. I'm going with KC.
Yeah, KC's been coming on a lot as of late. The Broncos have, they've won some pretty interesting wins.
Right on time, A-Dub.
Yeah, there we go. You know what, though? I still say, to me, that they're still an overachieving team, man, and I think the luck does run out. I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I hate to go with the Chiefs, but they go to 5-5, and the Hoes will go to 8-3.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
Yeah.
If Kansas City loses this game, they in big trouble?
I wouldn't say big trouble.
Yeah,
but
in the division,
trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if they lose this game, their chance of winning
that's
the
big
division
trouble for Kansas City. They usually in the division.
Yeah,
so if they're
being
behind
5-5 in that division. Yeah, that's big trouble.
Toast. Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Don't let the Chargers win again either, because the Chargers have already beat them once.
Yeah.
So,
Ravens at Browns.
Give me the Ravens because they've been doing pretty well since they went on the streak after beating Chicago. I think they're going to continue the streak.
Okay.
They could be in first place with a win.
They can.
I'm going Ravens.
Yeah, I'll go Ravens as well.
Yep. Ravens. The run continues.
Ravens all day and all of the night.
There you go, Jim.
Yeah, I'll go Ravens, and now we're going to start getting into games with panel members. So we will go. Let me go back. We'll go to start with Monday night because this one's going to be. I don't know what this is going to be. The 1-star rating system against the Raiders.
I'm going with the Cowgirls.
Yeah, I just haven't seen anything that could give me hope that the Raiders are gonna win this one.
Geno Smith's healthy.
That doesn't matter.
That's a bad thing.
I have the Cowpokes too.
Cowboys.
Yeah, the Cowboys, like I've said, are dog shit, but the Raiders are white crusted dog shit. Give me the Cowboys.
You know, I took the Cowboys the other night, and I started thinking about, like, the Raiders played really good against Denver on national TV the other week. You know what? This will be my upset special. I'm gonna take the Raiders in an upset, just because. Well, yeah, because everyone took the Cowboys, so yeah, I guess.
Well,
another game that's going to be a fire game.
Here.
This is Sunday Night Football. Yeah, here. Sunday Night Football. The Lions at Philadelphia, where the weather will not be shit. Unlike the water in Flint.
You drank it. It was good.
Give me the Eagles in a close one.
Ooh.
The water in Flint's like liquid COVID.
Oh, God. That's disgusting in itself.
Oh. Whose turn is it?
Probably mine.
I'm
going. I'd like Detroit in this game.
All right. I know BA's going to take Detroit, but we'll let him say it.
Yeah, just pass by me here because.
Oh. Man. This one's kind of close game. This one's tough, man. The Eagles have been winning like close games. The Lions really need this one to stay on top, or to stay like in striking range. Like I'm gonna go with the Lions.
Yeah, Lions special teams coverage is such dog shit that it's set the Vikings up with the short field so often to beat them. Their coverage was dog shit against the Commanders also. It's going to continue to be dog shit against the Eagles. The Eagles are going to be playing with a short field a lot, and I think the Eagles might win by 10. Give me the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Eagles at home on this one. I think it'll be a close game. Because every time I think that the Lions have turned the corner, they take 2 steps back. It's like, dude, really? So I got to go with the Eagles on this one. It doesn't make me happy, but I'd rather see the Lions win in a weird way, but it's going to be the Eagles. We'll go in reverse order. Let me start with Brody.
Yeah.
The Green Bay Acme Packers at the Giants.
Well, man, this one smells like an upset waiting to happen. Damn, I'm definitely taking the Giants in the points. If it's 7.5, 8, whatever it is. You know what? Give me the Giants this week, just because that center being out and Kraft being out for the Packers. I think they have more issues than they lead to believe on their O-line, even besides their center being out. Giants are going to get after it with that new head coach with Kafka stepping in this week. Give me the Giants with the upset.
Is famous Jameis starting?
Yep.
Yes, 30 and 30. Yeah.
That makes it even harder because, he's going to throw some picks, but he's also going to throw some touchdowns. So it's like, damn, dude. The Packers really can't afford to lose this game either, though. Like, their backs are against the wall, man. So this is like the Packers season right here, dude. Like, I'm going to go with the Packers, but it's going to be close. I think the Giants play them tough.
I don't know about being their season, but I'm going to highly have questions about what's going on in Green Bay if they win this game against the Giants. I'm picking Green Bay.
I'm going Packers.
Yeah, with the games that we have coming up after this is an absolute murderer's row. We have to get this win. If we do not, you could start to see the clock ticking down on the floor.
That's why I said this is their season, because I know what they have up ahead.
Yep.
And it's like, if they lose this one, it could lead to a potential like avalanche of losses. Like,
so the entire NFC North is in that kind of look at the last place team is the Queens right now. For the Packers, if they drop this one, it's not like they're going to drop to the basement, but they'll drop to third, or they'll sit in third is the best case scenario for them if they drop it. But I kind of agree with Broski there. I think there's more going on with that offensive line, and look at the running game hasn't been as good, not only because of running the line, but because of look at Josh Jacobs is a little nicked up right now. The receivers seem to have concrete hands again.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter how good Jordan Love tries to play, it almost doesn't matter. The Giants right now, it is crab legs, but if Bo Nix gets out of concussion protocol, not Bo Nix.
Jackson Dart.
Thank you. Dart gets out of concussion protocol today. You might see him some in that game. I don't think he would start, but I think they would use him some. So, but even I think that almost doesn't really matter because Winston can win games. We know he can win games. He's won games in this league. He's won close games in this league. And let's not forget that the Green Bay Packers went into New York and lost to DeVito.
I think you mean
He's
not Johnny Manziel.
He did this, but then he was doing this with his agent and saying, "I'm going to get you some of the this."
No.
Right?
His agent was breaking out the baseball bats. That's why they made him go.
I'm going to go for the G-men. I think this is an upset. I think the G-men. I think there are more issues in Green Bay, and look at this will be if they drop 3 in a row. I think now the LaFleur talk starts ramping up there. It really does. They should win this
Mhm.
game. I mean, look at the schedule. The Packers should win this game. This is a team they should beat. I think that if they don't find a way to overcome these issues, the G-men beat them.
And
what's
Green
crazy
Bay
is-
usually, you guys, Green Bay Packer fans usually say they're playing down at their competition too, and that was evident against Cleveland and against Carolina. So this is competition that's below them.
And the
And,
Cowboys.
and the Giants have beaten
They
the
can
Giants
reverse
have
that.
beaten the Eagles and the Chargers this season, and then the Green Bay's only scored 20 points the last 2 weeks, and both games were at home. So
All right,
I'm going with the upset here.
last game here, and I'll go to Ken first. Broski and I will finish it up. It's war week within the division. It's the Da Bears against the Vikings.
If the Vikings play anything like they did against Detroit, give me the Vikings.
I'm going Vikings. I can't go there.
Yeah, this is a hard game. I'm not. The only reason why I'm going with the Vikings because they're at home.
I'm going Bears. The Vikings haven't shown me anything that makes me think that they're going to be a competitive,
That's true.
competitive team.
Bears will have to get it, though. So.
Broski, and leave me
All
some
right.
time.
Well, I mean, yeah, here we go. I think the Bears get their sweet revenge this week. I think it's going to be a battle. I think the Bears are going to have another come from behind fourth quarter win at the end. Give me the Bears.
You know, I think we split with the Vikings this year. I too will take the Bears. The Vikings have been playing uninspired football overall the last 4 or 5 weeks. Sure, they pull off the win against the Lions, who just, I think it was more the Lions shit the bed than the Vikings beat them. Honestly, like JJ hasn't been that minus the fourth quarter in week 1. And you know what? I kind of agree with Broski. I think it'll be a tight game. It'll be more Caleb heroics at the end of the game. Furthering the dark horse comments about him and being in conversations. But the Bears have been trending up. The Vikings not so much. And I think the Vikings, they really have to look at Kwesi and go, look, man, you got to make some personnel changes because what we have isn't working. They've had a lot of guys underperform, and their secondary is trash. And they're playing a really good offensive line, and their front seven have not been getting the pressure they got last year. So if you give Caleb time this year, he rips you apart. We've seen it. And I think I'm going to take the Bears in this one. It's going to be a close one, but I think we split with the Vikings this year, and the Vikings will go to 4-6. The Bears may end up being in first place for the first time since 2018. If the other games go the way I think they may go. This division is ridiculously close. So by no means, Bears fans, if we end up in first place at the end of this weekend, it's not the Super Bowl. We haven't won anything yet. There's a long way to go with a lot of division games. But, yeah, I think we end up with the split. This is where the hard part of the season gets. It really does for all of us. So a lot of good games this weekend. Final thoughts. We got about a minute left going around the horn. We'll start with Broski, go reverse. About a minute left, so be short.
Yeah, final thoughts. Lots of good games on deck this weekend. Looking forward to them, and just hoping the Bears can pull this one out.
Yeah, I think the Bills-Bucks game is actually going to be the game of the week. I think that's going to be a great game. And there's no way that Tyler Warren is better than Bowers, bro.
Strilla?
Okay. Hey, there's going to be the two best games. I think this week is going to be, of course, Philadelphia and Detroit. Also, the Rams and Seattle. Good football. We're getting to the point where we're getting good football games. Monday night, not so much. Sorry, Joe.
I think the Bengals pull the upset this weekend.
Ken?
Since we didn't talk about it.
All right, give me. Oh, we must have missed that one.
No, we got the Bengals game. Oh, Bengals Steelers. I'm sorry, we screwed that one up. Bengals Steelers real quick. We got like 5 seconds each. Go.
Give me Steelers.
Anyone
Steelers.
taking the Bengals?
I just told you I was.
We got one Bengals.
And I'm a
I'm
Steeler fan.
gonna take the Bengals too. I'm gonna side with them. If the Steelers fans choosing against the Steelers, I'm going with the team he's choosing. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Bengals. Guys, we got a full weekend. Don't forget, we got the Backer Boys tonight. We've got open mic tomorrow, and then Sunday for pregame at 11 a.m. Central House Hall. We're out of time. JB is next. Thank you for everyone for being here. Sorry I'm a little bit rushed this morning. At the end, full panel. Everyone, have a great weekend. Enjoy some football.
Have a good